We know exactly what you have always wanted to do. That is, land your airplane on top of a moving pickup truck. You just need to know how, right? Here in one easy lesson is airshow pilot Greg Koontz to tell you just how to do it.
I'm in Asheville, Alabama, a little bitty town in the middle of nowhere out in a grass strip next to a cow pasture. I fly air shows, I teach aerobatic flying, and I'm a dealer for American Champion aircraft. You know, comedy acts have been around since 1932. A guy named Mike Murphy came up with the idea originally, as best we can tell. The idea is a farmer or somebody gets away with an airplane that don't fly. Well, we also had a truck that we want to land on. And we decided to combine the two together and to make something that's a little bit more unique. We'll show up at the airport in this pickup truck looking for this lesson that we had paid for years and years before. You know, during the act, they'll shoot us with a gun to try to get me down. The engine's running rough, and then someone says, "Hey, they're from Alabama. They can put anything on our pick-em-up truck." So how do we do it? I approach the truck in a pattern the same every time. And in this circumstance, the driver's in control. All right? He's going to decide when to start down the runway from the end of the runway and how fast he's going to accelerate. Once he's at speed, he's set. Now it's my turn. I've got to get there, I've got to adjust for the wind, and I've got to get right over it and put it on. Not easy. You just don't know how much you do this when you fly an airplane. And one of the first things you learn is you don't correct for the wind. You don't put a wing down and slip. So what you really do is you just go ahead and crab. Plop it on, and then once you're on, you kick or whatever you need to straight, add a little power and roll straight. And when we get there, we fall into the wheel well. And once I'm in the wheel wells, little forward pressure to make her stay there. Now the driver's under control. He's going to decide if we're going to stop or not, which doesn't seem important, but you can run out of runway with all this playing with it and getting going. And I'm looking down at the wheels and not at where we're going, so he gets to make that decision. So when I'm in the wheels and I don't feel deceleration for a couple of seconds, he's saying, "We're not stopping," so I get back off. If I follow the wheels and I feel that deceleration, then I just need to stay on that thing until he gets it stopped. So it's he's under control, I'm under control, then at the end he's under control, and that's how we do it. I've been using a Piper J3 Cub for years as a traditional airplane, you know, for the act. The Legend Aircraft Corporation came along to make a duplicate Cub, I guess, and did a nice job. It's been a real popular airplane and really looks like a Cub, flies like a Cub. This one is their latest version of it. It's the Super Legend HP because it's got more horsepower. It's a completely different thing. You know, the old J3 Cub's a lovely airplane. I love them, been flying all my life. But there's been a lot of improvements made. This thing has 180 horsepower in it. It weighs more than 200 pounds less than the Super Cub that has 150 horsepower in it. So it's just breathtaking with this thing. You have the power to it, and in a couple of seconds, you can point it at the sky, and it's gone. You notice it has a door on both sides, and when you flop both those doors and windows open and fly this thing, and you feel really outside with the airplane. And what's a Cub for? It's flying low and slow and, you know, feeling like you're on a Harley in the sense of being out there amongst it, you know.
Okay, we need to add one friendly disclaimer. Don't do this at home or anywhere else. Al Marsh, AOPA Live.